This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Things on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The contribution of Conor Gallagher should be key, Peter. I've heard a lot of people say he's a combination of a number 10 and a number 8, but he's more of a runner, a worker for me. It's his really powerful ability to get up and down the pitch that just stands out, because he's a ubiquitous talent. You just never know where he's going to pop up. He seems to be everywhere at every time.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Kolomwani was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Xavi Simons. And here's Kudus. Pedro Porro gets into some space. Petrauda clears it away. Now it's Kolomwani!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Granit Xhaka moved on forwards. Saar, Van de Ven, Xavi Simons, Saar. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. He's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Simons. Kudus played into space.
Kudus, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Aim forwards. Out to the left it goes. And that's aimed into the middle. Xavi Simons. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Short changes him with that pass. Nice control. Referee's given a throw. This might shoots! Out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Punched away. Can he latch on to this? Great position! Oh, it's come loose! Alderete. Petrauda, gently done. That's really well manoeuvred. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Spence's cross. Granit Xhaka. Reinildo. Granit Xhaka. Reinildo. Spread out to the left. Xavi Simons. Romero. Gallagher. And it's Spence. Wins the duel this time. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's played forward.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Van de Ven. Van de Ven forwards and with intent. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. Well, played right into his path. And it's made its way to him. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is... Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. And he thumps it clear.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
That's surely a foul, free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Xhaka! How's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared away. And here's Kudus. Chance! He's got a goal!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Goal for Tottenham Hotspur. After 13 minutes is number 20.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
And he's away. What's he giving here? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Shaka! And that's been won straight back. Xavi Simons. Oh, they can break here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Quarter of an hour played. Have it back. Oh, shooting chance! Gallagher getting this one clear. Chowder, and he's there to clear it. That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Richarlison. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alderete. Moved on forwards. Gallagher. Richarlison. He's got away. Van de Ven. Back to the goalkeeper. Spence. Kolumuani does well to get it back. Granit Xhaka. Xhaka shifted upfield. Xavi Simons, aim forwards. Kolomwani knocks it out wide. Does really well to win the ball there. He's through here. And here's the chance to counter. And a shot! That's really well cleared. Great defending, strong and determined. Hit into the middle. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And he's picked out the... And a chance! Well, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Granit Xhaka. Xhaka gently done. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Porro. Xavi Simons. That is a great pick out. Pedro Porro, played in with purpose. Trauda. It's an inviting looking ball that. Spence gets across to intercept that. Xhaka cuts it out. Moved on forwards. Romero cuts out the pass. Romero gets over and intercepts. Richarlison laid out to the left flank. He is just caressing the ball. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Defending of the desperate variety. Aim forwards.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Over to the left, back into the middle. Kolomwani played out to the left flank. So who's he picking out? Trauda did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, terrible pass. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And here's Richarlison. Gallagher. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's gone back to the keeper. Alderete. Now it's Colomouani. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Gallagher is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Granit Xhaka. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now that's well seen too. Granit Xhaka. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Chance, surely! Cleared without complication. Half an hour played now. Kertrauda, gently done. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And that was very necessary. It's run loose here. Referee has just said play on. Spence. Richarlison. Colomouani. Moved on forwards. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And back to the keeper they go. Van de Ven. Xavi Simons, aim forwards. That's a nicely weighted pass. Clears it away. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Xhaka has got himself a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Van de Ven. Vicario sends that a long way. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's played for... Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Alderete is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. Firmly met. Kolumwani proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Kudus. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Spence. Romero. That'll be a throw.
Kolumwani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Trauda. Xavi Simons did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Xhaka aim forwards. And they can counter here. Oh, good spread. Clipped into space. Pedro Porro with the clearance. Header comes in! Just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Goes for a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Tries to get it clear. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the... Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Proves too strong. Gallagher played with finesse. Kudus! Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
After 40 minutes is number 20.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Looks to the other side. Now it's Richarlison. And it's Kudus. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Gets it away. Xavi Simons. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Pedro Porro. Van de Ven. Van de Ven shifted upfield. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spence, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pedro Porro. And here's Kudus. Time to deliver. Pedro Porro.
The fourth official has indicated the
Oh, it's come loose.
3 minutes of added time.
Ball's gone out of play. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the finish! Trauda. 4 added minutes on the board. And it's played forward. Muscular approach does pay off here. Gallagher. Van der Ven. Xavi Simons. Wins the duel this time. That's an imaginative pass. Cleared away. Granit Xhaka. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And it's been taken short. That's a good ball. He's having a shot! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. And here's Kudus. Kolomuani. Richarlison. Now it's Kudus. That's going to go a long way. And the whistle goes for half-time. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's going to go from here. It's anyone's guess.
So off we go once more. So 45 minutes to turn it round. Kolomuani. Xhaka gently done. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Spence. That's really well manoeuvred. Xavi Simons. Kolomuani. And it's Spence. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Spence. Gallagher. Van der Ven. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. That's a cute ball. And that has been clubbed away and reclaimed it in a trice. Reinildo. Alderete moved on forwards. Played out to the right. Trauda. And here's Traore. Pedro Porro shifted upfield. Richarlison. And here's Kudus. Succumbs to the pressure. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro stood his ground strongly. Kudus! Spence. Xavi Simons. Gallagher. Richarlison. Gallagher has been caught there, it's a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
That was travelling. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Spence. Romero. Xavi Simons. Pedro Porro. It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
After 51 minutes is number 39.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
That's very neat. Cross into the box, shapes to shoot! Back to within one! Interesting! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And it's played forward. Xavi Simons does really well to win the ball there. Xavi Simons is fouled. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Good work on the right flank here. Cross goes in there. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Xavi Simons, Pedro Porro, Van de Ven, Romero, forwards and with intent. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Richarlison, Colomwani! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the wall's done its job. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special.
After 55 minutes is number 23.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Good take, and is he in? Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Spence, aim forwards. Richarlison. Oh, super find. Now it's Colomwani. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Xhaka. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Kudus, gently done. Now it's Colomwani. And it's played forward. Van de Ven. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Granit Xhaka. And it's Traore. Chance to shoot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Xavi Simons moved on forwards. And he's lost his man here. That's really well manoeuvred. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Traore is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he cuts out the supply. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Xavi Simons. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That's tidy. Spence. Romero. Played out wide. And here's Colomwani. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Van de Ven. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Looking to break at pace. Traore. And here's Traore. Traore. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Shaka! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class! Right back in the game! That was beautiful. Something close to genius. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Pedro Porro. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He slings it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Physical challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Shaka! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
have ourselves a real game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Romero forwards and with intent. Gallagher. Romero aim forwards. Richarlison spread out to the left. He's found a way through. Danger averted for now. He's got space. There's the shot. Big relief. It just needed better contact.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Kudus. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Calmly anticipates. And he's straight offside. And it's Spence. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Moved on forwards. Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. Xavi Simons. Kudus. Colomwani! He's done very well to get to that.
Colomwani really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Petrauda clears it away. And it's Porro. Out towards the flank. Kudus. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
It's in! Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And now he has two.
Number 23.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Granit Xhaka. Reynildo, and he goes cross-field. Now then, the ball's come loose. Richarlison, out to the left it goes. Over to the left. Now it's Simons, and he's managed to get free. Colomwani. And they've got rid. Van der Ven with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Traore! Xhaka. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Pedro Porro, aim forwards. Well read, nice interception. Kudus. And it's Kudus. And here's Richarlison. He could be in here. Oh, that's a... Can he finish? And yes, it's there! Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Very nicely done. Xhaka. Decent chance! That's a real chance missed.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Xhaka goes short. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Managed to miss it. And it's Xhaka. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's cut it out. Gallagher. Oh, they could be caught out here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. That has been knocked clear. Alderete. And it's played forward. He has found a way through. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now it's Richarlison. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Romero. Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons played out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro. Oh, sweet feet. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Big chance, corner. Gallagher plays it short. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's really well manoeuvred. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Traore. Traore! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Van der Ven shifted upfield. Van der Ven. And it's Spence. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Xavi Simons, done delicately. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Quick ball upfield. Kudus. Now it's Kudus. Xavi Simons. Played back to the goalkeeper. Romero. Gallagher. Spence. And here's Colomwani. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ditch defending, but that'll do. Kudus. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Xavi Simons. Gets a good foot in there. Colomwani. Muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Proves too strong. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries to dink it through. Deftly away. And that's been won straight back. Kolumwani was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pedro Porro, and the keeper's got it again. Romero. Spence. Gallagher, who does have an assist to his name, and it's gone back to the keeper. Van der Ven. Xavi Simons. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Have it back and can go again. And here's Traore. Oh, this is a great real chance! He's got away with one there.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Well, that could spell trouble. Spence, and it's lofted through here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That's an excellent interception. Pedro Porro gets over and intercepts. Gallagher, gently done. Played out to the right. Kudus. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That is a little undercooked. Simons. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Trauda. Out to the right. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Substitution for Sunderland. Number 7. Number 14. Coming onto the pitch
he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Number 10.
Gallagher with the short one. Chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So now the difference is 3. Granit Xhaka. Reinildo. Alderete. And that's really well manoeuvred. Granit Xhaka. And it's Kudus. Kudus. Oh, good spread. Moved on forwards. And he welcomes it in. There's the header! Oh, he's got that completely wrong. Xavi Simons, Van de Ven, Romero, Gallagher, Spence, Gallagher, Romero. Oh, nicely intercepted. Traore. Out to the right. Mukiele. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. Spence forwards and with intent. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Mukiele, Granit Xhaka. And it's played forward. Vicario gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Xavi Simons. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come